Exploring Berlin, a city of history and adventure. The iconic Brandenburg Gate. The iconic Brandenburg Gate. Brandenburg Gate is not just a monument. It's a symbol of Germany's past, present, and future. Built in 1791, this neoclassical structure has witnessed some of the most significant events in European history. Napoleon once marched through it after his victory over Prussia. The Nazis used it as a backdrop for their propaganda parades, and during the Cold War, it stood in no man's land, inaccessible to both East and West Berliners. When the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, thousands of people gathered here to celebrate reunification. Today, the gate is a powerful representation of unity and peace. Tourists flock here to admire its grand architecture and capture its historical significance in photos. Whether you visit at sunrise for a peaceful view or at night when it's beautifully illuminated, Brandenburg Gate remains a must-visit landmark that sets the stage for your Berlin adventure. The historic Reichstag building. The historic Reichstag building. The Reichstag is not just a government building, it's a place where history and modern innovation meet. Opened in 1894, it has seen political upheavals, destruction, and rebirth. The building was severely damaged during World War II and left abandoned for decades. After the reunification of Germany, it was redesigned with a stunning glass dome that symbolizes transparency in government. Visitors can walk up the spiral ramp inside the dome and enjoy breathtaking panoramic views of Berlin. If you visit during the day, you can see parliament members working below through the glass floor, reinforcing the idea of democracy. The Reichstag also offers guided tours where you can learn about its dramatic history, including the fire in 1933 that played a key role in Hitler's rise to power. Whether you're a history lover or an architecture enthusiast, this building is a fascinating stop in Berlin. The Berlin Wall, a divided past. The Berlin Wall, a divided past. For nearly 3 decades, the Berlin Wall stood as a harsh reminder of division. Built overnight in 1961, it split families, friends, and an entire nation. The concrete barrier stretched for 155 kilometers, 96 miles, covered in barbed wire, watchtowers, and armed guards ready to shoot anyone attempting to cross. More than 100 people died trying to escape to the west. Today, parts of the Berlin Wall remain standing, and one of the best places to experience its history is the East Side Gallery. This 1.3-kilometer stretch of the wall is covered in powerful murals painted by artists from all over the world. One of the most famous paintings is The Kiss, depicting Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev and East Germany's Erich Honecker. Every artwork tells a story of oppression, hope, and freedom. Walking alongside the Berlin Wall, you can still feel the emotions of those who lived through this divided era. Checkpoint Charlie, a gateway between worlds. Checkpoint Charlie, a gateway between worlds. Checkpoint Charlie was the most famous crossing point between East and West Berlin during the Cold War. Established in 1961, this checkpoint was used by diplomats, journalists, and foreigners to pass between the two sides. It became the site of several dramatic escape attempts, including a family who crossed hidden inside a car and a man who slid across a tightrope from an East Berlin building to the west. The most intense moment came in 1961 when Soviet and American tanks faced off here, bringing the world to the brink of war. Today, a replica of the checkpoint booth stands as a tourist attraction, along with a nearby museum showcasing real-life stories of people who risked everything for freedom. You can also see original border signs and even witness actors dressed as border guards, recreating the tense atmosphere of the Cold War era. The adventure of Berlin's underground bunkers. The adventure of Berlin's underground bunkers. While Berlin streets are filled with history, some of its most fascinating secrets lie underground. During World War II, the city built a vast network of bunkers and tunnels to protect civilians from air raids. Later, during the Cold War, many of these spaces were transformed into nuclear fallout shelters. Today, Berliner Unterwelten, Berlin Underworlds, offers guided tours through these eerie, hidden spaces. You can walk through bomb shelters filled with emergency supplies, learn about secret escape routes, and even see preserved air raid bunkers with original war-era graffiti on the walls. One of the most thrilling experiences is visiting a former flak tower, an enormous anti-aircraft bunker designed to protect Berlin from Allied bombings. These underground tours provide a chilling but eye-opening glimpse into how Berliners prepared for war and lived through some of history's darkest times. Exploring Berlin's vibrant streets. Exploring Berlin's vibrant streets. Berlin isn't just about history, it's also a city full of life, creativity, and adventure. Walking through the streets, you'll find a unique mix of old and new, where historical buildings stand next to modern street art and lively markets. Alexanderplatz is a great place to start, with its bustling atmosphere, street performers, and the towering Berlin TV tower offering a 360-degree view of the city. If you're into food, head to a local market and try Berlin's famous currywurst, a delicious sausage covered in spicy ketchup. For a more artistic experience, explore the back streets of Kreuzberg, where vibrant graffiti covers the walls, and every cafe has its own unique charm. As night falls, Berlin transforms into one of the best nightlife destinations in the world, with rooftop bars, underground clubs, and music festivals happening all year round. No matter your interests, Berlin offers an endless adventure waiting to be discovered.